Hey guys, today I'm playing the Trolley Problem. I hope you'll join me, or if you're watching the VOD on YouTube, that's great too. I stream whenever I can on twitch.tv/crochetwithcat. Usually I am crafting something, even if it's not crochet, but today I'm gaming. So that's good. I have yet to figure out how to make my chat show up on screen while I'm doing something full screen. So now I have it on my phone. I really should find a more elegant solution to that, but however it goes. So I am keeping up with chat if you guys want to send me a message, and I always keep up with my comments. I would love to hear from you guys, but for now, I do like the wiggle effect, CRT effect.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9.
Okay. So let's see what I can do for custom. Twitch mode on. Hold on, let me just... Yes, I authorize. Great, so streamer choice is on. Twitch, it is still streamer choice. It could also be viewer choice. I am planning on doing a viewer choice stream at some point, but for now, because really I'm the only person who's here, I'm setting it to streamer choice. Plus, since this is my first game, I don't want it to be influenced by other people, so I'm gonna have a fast forward button added as well. If anyone joins, I'll slow it down so everyone can play, but for now, continue. Now let's see. I get my first man.
The following game contains adult themes. It does not contain explicit language, sexual content, horror, or show violence. Choices matter, so please take your time. Player discretion is still advised. Please sign your name below, showing you understand and agree to endorse every decision you make.
I'm really bad at signing my name without touching
Actions
the screen.
speak louder than words.
Screen, but sometimes it doesn't work.
Welcome to Trolley Problem Inc., founded to help people travel safely across the nation. All our employees must show 3 core values: responsibility, integrity, and respect. With that in mind, let's start your training. There's a runaway trolley barreling down the railway tracks. On the tracks are 5 people unable to move. You're next to a lever. If you pull this lever, the trolley will switch to a different set of tracks. However, you notice there is a person on the other track. What do you do?
This one always, I feel like the correct thing is to pull the lever. But it always feels weird because it kind of feels like I'm killing this one guy. Because if you do nothing, then you're just not involved and it's an accident. But if you do pull the lever, then you intentionally kill this guy.
Oh.
I'm still gonna pull.
You're going to kill someone? This isn't how I thought I was going to start my day. I hope that person's family and friends will forgive you.
Nope, I've made my decision.
Usually we don't expect candidates to kill someone on their first day, but we'll give you the benefit of the doubt on this one. Just think a little more before acting next time. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This test will focus on the first principle, responsibility. Here's Polly. She's 5 years old. While she loves to play in the sand with her dolls, she dreams of looking after the world. Polly's destiny is to grow up to be a great doctor. More of us should take a leaf out of her book. A trolley is heading towards another 5 people. You're next to a lever. If you pull this lever, the trolley will derail and descend down a hill heading for the park's sandpit. You notice that Polly is in the sandpit sculpting her dream hospital. What do you do?
Yeah, sorry, Polly. I know you want to be a doctor, but, like, you're also... I always find it weird when they try to change things up like this.
Do you hate all kids this much?
Kind of. I don't like kids, but that's not why I make this choice.
Bye-bye,
5 against
Polly.
1 is still the correct decision, morally speaking. Achievement unlocked. Killed a child. Bad parent.
That is an odd take
Beautiful.
on being responsible. The dictionary definition, to be the primary cause of something and so able to be blamed or credited for it. The end justifies the means.
Is that what
The
I've
key
been
to this
deciding?
test is integrity. This is Tyrone. He is a 30-year-old secretary at a law firm who enjoys binge-watching crime shows. Tyrone is a very large man. You don't really know anything else about him apart from the fact that he has a severe phobia of trains. Now we are upping the ante. You are on a bridge with Tyrone, watching a trolley speeding towards 5 people again. You can only stop it by deliberately pushing Tyrone off the bridge, blocking its path. Do you push Tyrone off the bridge? Or let the train hit 5 people?
See, this one is like, if I do push Tyrone, I've actively killed him. But in my opinion, that's literally no different than pulling the lever, because I'm still killing one person. In fact, I feel worse about killing Polly than killing this guy. Like, sorry, Tyrone, but...
821 million people are starving in the world.
Yeah?
Causing a man's death is different to allowing someone to die as collateral damage.
I don't agree.
The cleaning company with the best reviews are Happy Cleaning Limited. Who knew one body could make so much mess? You're going to have to tip them well.
Thank you, Reed Graves. I guess I'm in the minority.
A cat has 9 lives.
Do they?
Now for the final core value, respect. It seems we've run out of resources to continue your testing. I'm going to need you to go and grab some mannequins. You will need to take the next trolley, so don't get distracted by that dog.
Oh,
The trolley leaves in 1 minute.
I'm probably going to get distracted.
There
by
is
the
a
dog.
dying dog down on the tracks. No trolleys will use that line today, so the dog will not be hit. You're in a rush. Do you kill the dog, putting it out of its misery, or leave it to die, cold and alone?
I actually love dogs, and in my humble opinion, it's better to not let the animal suffer. This is not about me being in a rush. I don't care that I'll be late. I would take being late. However, a dog does not deserve to die cold and alone.
How are you going to do it?
I'm sorry. Sorry, but like, a dog suffering, I don't care. I don't want a dog to suffer, even if it means I have to do
Somewhere
a bad
out
thing.
there, a man is missing a best friend.
Yeah, why the fuck isn't he here to take care of his dying fucking dog? If you gave me the option, take the dog to a hospital, I would have done that. Dickheads.
When you respect something, you're meant to care about its feelings and wishes. Instead, you just killed it. If you play with fire, you'll get burned. Oh, great. I've just heard those kids are back. They keep sneaking down onto the tracks. With all the training from this week, you should be able to decide a straightforward outcome for these reprobates. Just remember, respect, responsibility. 5 trespassers have snuck down onto the trolley line even though signs warn them of the dangers. The trolley is currently heading for a co-worker. Do you let your co-worker die or sacrifice the delinquents?
See, the thing about this is I can just pretend I didn't see the trespassers, but also, if there are signs and everything, that's their fucking fault. Meanwhile, your coworker is literally doing his job. He is this again.
At least the parents can save on a joint funeral.
I'm sorry. You should probably avoid
mess
the
is going to end up in the same coffin.
You should avoid the place where there's a moving train, especially if there's warnings.
You killed 5 kids. All right then, I guess your results for the first week are in. I'll run these up the flagpole and see what the suits upstairs think. Dear Sir or Madam, we have been following your exemplar practice this week at Trolley Problem Inc. and would like to thank you for your hard work, especially when some challenging decisions had to be made. We would like to invite you to take employment at the Trolley Health Corporation, THC. This is a prestigious position and was created to help keep the public safe through all walks of life. The best laid plans go astray. It looks like you've impressed someone upstairs with last week's answers. You've been transferred to the Trolley Health Corporation, THC. THC is stoic, focusing more on justice, temperance. Oh, okay. Today, you'll be in A&E. A young male has come in from a car accident and urgently needs a heart transplant. There's only one in the hospital, and this heart is scheduled to be given to an elderly man waiting upstairs. He will surely die without it. Who should get the heart?
I think it's really fucked up to just give a heart to someone else. This person has been on a waiting list. There is a procedure for this. And hospitals don't just give out hearts. Like, if you are irresponsible with your organs, you go down on the waiting list. I know this for a fact.
We can probably get the heart back off this old boy.
My family, one of my family members was irresponsible and he was actually dropped down a waiting list because of the way he treated his body.
This guy is really old. It'll be an awful waste of a heart if he doesn't even survive the operation.
I don't like that argument that some people are more deserving of healthcare than others.
You made an excellent choice. Well done. The young guy has so much to look forward to. Oh, wait. Did you save the old man? Oh. You can't win them all. You're late. The hospital is rammed. Every staff member has their hands full, so you're going to have to go out on the ward and help the sick, gross, decaying people. Remember, temperance. Restrain yourself and think it through.
Every staff member has their hands full. Huh. Gross.
A patient has begged to be euthanized. Euthanasia is currently illegal. You will have to be the one who gives the lethal dose. You will need to look into their eyes and end their life. What do you do?
Make sure to vote in chat if you want. I would love to hear your thoughts on it as well. I think that you should euthanize. I argue, oh my god, I love how the little cursor actually changes based on what you're doing. That's such a nice stylistic touch. But anyway, I believe you should euthanize if somebody genuinely asks for it. I feel that keeping someone alive just to suffer is
90% of suicide
terrible.
survivors regret attempting it? Sounds pretty similar.
If someone's just alive so that they can suffer, that's not us doing our best to protect someone.
What
That's
if
us
they're undercover?
causing them to
This
suffer.
could be a sting operation.
I would rather go to jail trying to end someone's misery than not doing so.
Oh, wow. You actually did it. I thought you would have learnt not to kill people by now.
Me and Reed Graves are like on the same wavelength, except for that little girl who I killed and they didn't. Oh, what's this? I got a chest? Ooh. I got a used syringe. Gross. It's disgusting. I love it.
Be slow in choosing, but slower in changing. The last few days have been tough. It was only a week ago you were on the trolleys. Today should be easier. You have a choice to make which some people would see as a good problem to have. It's just going to take courage.
You on the trolleys? It's just gonna take courage.
You have 5 patients. Each needs a different organ, but no organs are available. A healthy young traveller comes in for a routine checkup. Their organs are compatible with all 5 dying patients. Do you kill the tourist and use their organs to save the 5 in desperate need? That's 1 life for 5.
No, I'm not gonna fucking murder someone on their vacation. Especially because it's like... It's a fucked up thing to do, kill someone for their organs. I can see why you would argue that the 5 patients are more important, but...
They're probably on their way to chug
I
ayahuasca and get a culturally
disagree.
appropriated tribal tattoo.
So, they're on vacation, leave them the fuck alone.
He's getting away. Don't you want to save the many? Is his life worth it?
Yes. And I would want to die too if it stops someone else from being killed so I can live. What the fuck?
You let 5 people die today. You probably should have looked into their backgrounds. Looks
Oh,
like
fuck.
one was researching into improving vaccines.
Oh no.
Hopefully that
Did
won't
I
be
fuck
an
up,
issue
you guys?
down the road.
I might have fucked up. Oh well.
You can't make an omelette without breaking eggs. You have been promoted yet again. You now run the hospital. You've been asked to roll out a new vaccine in Central City. This vaccine will stop a large number of children from becoming severely ill, but you'll need to deal with their parents. We need your words of wisdom.
Okay.
Do you start a mandatory vaccination program among children to stop this endemic? Slight problem. Clinical trial data
Well,
suggests
of
the
course
vaccine
I
will
do.
make 1 in
Do you
5
know what
children
happens
severely
when you don't
ill,
vaccinate?
much worse
I'll
than
tell
the virus
you.
itself.
The thing that's happening now, this problem actually got a lot simpler over time once the public learned about the problem with not vaccinating. Am I allowed to say that type of stuff on Twitch? Either way, you know.
Each week,
If anyone's
you will
watching,
cause 1,000
I do
children to be severely
genuinely
ill.
I would appreciate votes in chat. I'm gonna play. I think I might play a second time,
How
or I
did you
might
answer the
switch to
trolley one again?
Stacklands after I beat this one, or I might do a second playthrough where it's chat decides. Or maybe I'll do another playthrough where I'm
Oh
just a
boy,
bad person.
you have angered those parents. A lot of messages coming in from a woman called Karen. Not sure if it's all the same person. Beggars can't be choosers. Your hospital is getting noticed. You're now going to have to make some big decisions. They will affect a lot of people. While choosing, always keep in mind justice, temperance. What? Will you try to develop breakthrough medicines for the endemic? While testing, placebos will be given to thousands of ill patients. Without proper treatment,
This is
some
a
will
choice that
die
happens
today
in
in the
real
hope you
life
could make a breakthrough
constantly,
tomorrow.
and it's the way we get
Do you start the
breakthroughs that
research
solve
or continue treating
problems.
patients as usual?
A breakthrough will save more people than the giving anyone the best medicine will today. It's unfortunate, but it's how it has to go in order to solve this.
At least some get to
Endemic.
eat sweets before, you know.
The joke about that is that placebos are sugar pills.
How much do these candies and eggheads even cost?
Enough.
Developing new medicines is a smart move. Let's just let others treat the patients. Hopefully they will. Dear insert_name.
Hush.
Congratulations. This letter is to certify that I have examined your work and believe you to be a perfect fit to fill the open position here in our Artificial Intelligence Division. In this role, you will help to develop the next generation of driverless cars.
So
The future
the
is
funniest
upon
thing
us.
about this, you guys might not know this. I have a degree in the tech field, and I actually took an ethics class where a lot of it centered around the ethics of driverless cars, and we discussed this at length about who should be in control of them and stuff. And what we eventually argued is that the people making the laws for the driverless cars have to be the government, because consumers would want it to protect them and no one else. The business would want to do whatever is profitable, which is never the ethical choice. The government, however, would be swayed by the will of the people, and that wouldn't be all just the consumers, it would be everyone, which would probably be the most moral choice, even though currently the government is like ghouls. But it's hard to say.
Familiarity breeds contempt. Well, la-di-da, another promotion. You're now in charge of a private self-driving automotive division, SAD. First things first, your artificial intelligence needs some direction. A self-driving car is travelling along a single-lane mountain road and is fast approaching a narrow tunnel. The car has 2 passengers. A child runs across the road but trips, blocking the tunnel entrance. Should the AI car hit and kill the child, or swerve off the cliff, killing both passengers?
What's this mean? No, I think I'm gonna kill the
That child has as much right to live as anyone else. You put this car on the road. Do you not feel responsible for their death? There is a bigger issue here. How does the computer know that something in the road is human? Do we have good enough data sets? Currently, a lot of AI only recognizes white men.
That's actually true. A lot of AI have, because they're biased in the data sets, a lot of AI are genuinely racist, where they cannot recognize people who are not white men as people, and we actually have a lot of problems like that. One of them was there was a bank that was actually sued because they started making an AI to solve who is approved for a loan or not, and in order to prune the tree, so there's a decision tree, right? And each decision would be a yes or no. They created this decision tree to basically, yes, it would ask stuff, it would take in all the data that they already fed it and do yes or no, and then it would simplify it as much as possible, and it would be like, does this person have generational wealth? How much money do they have? What's their zip code? And some of the data they were fed was stuff like race, and they noticed that a lot of black people are poor, so they get default denied loans. So this, so regardless of financial status, this AI decided that the most correct answer that overfits on the curve is, what if I just immediately deny a loan on the basis that the person is dark-skinned? And that actually improved the efficiency of the algorithm, but it also made it clearly, obviously racist, and the fact that nobody checked that shines very badly on the bank. This was an article that I read. It might have been faked, but it's the ethics of it that I find more interesting than whether or not it's true.
Necessity is the mother of invention. Ooh, someone's in trouble. The investors didn't like your last answer. They're also pissed because you brought up the dataset thing. This AI stuff is hard. I'm rooting for you this time. You need to choose how you want to carry on developing the car's AI. Do you want to focus on a model that would always save as many lives as possible in an accident,
I don't know what
or a
this is
system that would
saying.
save our passengers at any cost?
Obviously you want to save the most. In my opinion, if you save passenger at any cost, you're being bad. I don't know how to put this. Saving the most people is the best from a business side of things because it will give you more
Will people buy
positive
cars that will
attention.
kill them?
That's actually the thing we talked about in that ethics class I told you we did, and no, people won't buy a car that will kill them. However, we as a society will not
Well,
allow a
hopefully
car
people don't
brand
mind dying for
to
total
stay
strangers.
open if they just decide to kill anyone that's not the passenger. Immediately government sanctions would change things because people would riot. That's literally the problem with Elon Musk's cause currently.
I will say it again. Current data sets discriminate against minorities and women. How can it work this out if it doesn't deem black women to be people?
Yep.
Honesty is the best policy. The technology these cars have in them is amazing. We know where everyone is at all times. Passengers just have to use an app to call them, and the closest one will be there in minutes. You can even make small talk with the AI while... Hey! A man is on trial. Police believe he committed murder.
Yay!
Allegedly, the AI's mic recorded a private conversation where the man confesses. Users don't know it's always recording. The defendant has denied access to their files.
These
Do
little
you bypass
gavels.
security and invade their privacy?
And of course, my opinion is that privacy should be respected. If the police have a warrant, or they can genuinely convince people that the government sanctions the privacy, then
You're happy to just let a potential murderer walk the streets?
Yeah, in the name of privacy, yes.
Oh, bravo. Now they'll be able to kill again. I'll let you explain that to the victims' families.
Okay, privacy is more important than the small cases in which exploiting privacy and destroying it will give you quicker results. The murderer will be found guilty in another way.
I have a feeling the investors upstairs will be happy with this. The more the world values privacy, the more they can justify hiding their taxes. Don't put all
bring
your
that
eggs
up.
in one basket. So the company has moved into delivery services now. They move pretty quick round here. Sounds like they've got some pretty important cargo. Good luck with the new workload. One of your cars has no passengers, but is carrying an irreplaceable prototype with the potential to end global warming. Fast approaching a narrow tunnel, once again a child runs across the road but trips. Should your AI kill the child or swerve off the cliff, losing the prototype?
If it is genuinely irreplaceable, then it's more important for the prototype to be protected. Again, global warming is going to kill so many people, including probably that child.
We must protect the world for the children, just not this one. A statue of them should make for a fitting memorial. In the far car park, obviously.
We'll just donate some money to the parents.
We have just recovered the child's body. Someone had to go and collect it. I don't think we'll be able to make a memorial statue without a photo. There isn't much left to go
Reed
on.
Graves, you don't understand how dangerous climate change is, sir. Or ma'am, I don't know who Reed Graves is. I got a vegan cookbook. Gross.
What goes around comes around. Well, this is embarrassing. We need some backup over at Trolley Problem Inc. Tommy, Tyrone's rotund twin, is a very large villain. I think that dead dog may have belonged to him. Maybe that's why he's here? Why didn't you save the dog again?
I'm pretty sure I also pushed Tyrone into the train earlier. So maybe that's why, and the reason I didn't save the dog was because it was dying. You told me that. Anyway, I have to go real quick. I will be back in a couple minutes to continue. I apologize for the wait. I had to get some food out for the dog and stuff. You know. Now we will continue. I should tilt. There.
Oh no. Tommy has lured 5 people onto the track. They'll never be able to get out of the way in time. He is standing up on the bridge watching. If you push him in front of the trolley, it will stop. Or you can stay out of this and let the police handle it. Ideally, he needs medical help.
I pushed your brother, I'll push you too. Especially if you're the evil mastermind who's trying to kill people. The other guy I killed, he wasn't even evil. It was just most convenient for me to kill him in order to save others.
You know, he isn't trying to kill you, even after the dog debacle.
No, he's trying to kill some random unrelated people. That's better.
I hope history doesn't see you as the very large villain.
If history sees me as a villain, that's fine. I'll know it's because I was too good of a hero.
If only you'd saved that dog. Hopefully the media won't find out about this. People may blame you for his death.
Didn't we just discuss that I killed him? Why would they blame me? They would just know it was me.
Every man
I killed
has
this
his
guy.
price. Oh, good, you're back. Everyone's getting into subscription services these days, so let's try that. Instead of selling something to someone once, let's make them keep paying for it. Let's keep that money rolling in.
Subscriptions.
The investors have come up with an idea, but we need to run it by you. Should
Money
we develop
Cursor.
a subscription
I love Money
plan
Cursor.
so that our customers, who pay monthly, are valued more by the car during its accident prevention calculations?
This idea, property of... Oh, I love that it has a watermark and everything. And I think no, because what you're doing is literally saying to people that
This is all sounding pretty communist to me.
Good. What you're saying by the subscription plan is you care more about the people who make money than passengers buy or your other customers or just like
Who are you to
random
decide
people.
how people spend their money?
No, I'm deciding how our AI works, which is my prerogative.
I don't want to question your decision. You've obviously thought long and hard about it, but, well, this is a bit awkward. I wasn't aware you were such a spineless commie. Next you'll say you're going to pay the company taxes.
Well, you fucking should.
It's better to be safe than sorry. Sounds like we have some leaky workers. The subscription prototype has gotten out to the media, so we're going to have to go full damage control mode here.
I denied it.
The subscription prototype leaked. You need to fire a department to save face. Do you fire the 5 graduates, who can probably get new jobs, or fire Francis, a lovely old soul who won't be able to find a job? There's no way of knowing who is actually responsible.
I'm gonna fire the graduates just because they now have work experience and I can give them a good reference for a new job. Meanwhile, Francis is old. He needs the money for retirement.
Hiring another 5 to replace them is going to be hard work.
I don't give a shit. That's your job, not mine. That's HR's job. Make them do it.
How are we going to function in the short term?
I'm thinking long term.
I wouldn't look at the obituaries today. Turns out one of those graduates worked really, really hard to get their job here.
Poor thing.
Watch the donut, not the hole. Great. So the prototype subscription-based AI car has a fatal error. It has been coded to avoid hitting subscribers at all costs, but is now accidentally hunting them down. So far, it's run over 5 colleagues. This one is a doozy.
I told them not to do this.
An experimental car has stalked and murdered 5 colleagues. Do you throw the coders of the project under the bus and have them arrested for negligence, or do you save them by blaming it on the possessed devil car, as it was
No,
clearly an
people would
accident?
definitely buy possessed devil car, and also using those 5 colleagues will allow them to fix the coding mistake and actually improve things, while not blaming them would just do things worse. Plus, people would definitely fucking believe evil AI.
That's a spooky take, but no one will actually buy this.
You're wrong. I know people will buy it because people have bought it before.
Does an AI get possessed by an artificial demon? As opposed to what? A real one? The AI car has been shipped down south. Don't worry, someone is going to exorcise it before it gets crushed. Oh, God, what a day.
Rosemary beads, beautiful.
If you're not paying for the product, then you are the product.
True.
Due to the killer car, we may need to pivot away from selling hardware. How about we get into the software industry? How about a free car ride service? New idea. Users get shown ads while they travel for free in driverless taxis. We get paid by the marketing agencies for gradually changing the behaviours of our passengers through constant commercials. The users would be our product, not the driverless cars.
Actually, it's going up. That's so fun. Okay, but anyway, we're doing driverless taxi service. They already do this, and this is actually a more accessible...
This is going to disrupt everything for profit.
This is actually a more accessible way for poor people to afford rides, and homeless people, it will help them get and keep jobs if they're able to travel for free.
I will look into growth hacking sign-ups and inviting friends. Oh, great. The free travel thing seems too good to be true, and there are now rumours that you run a human trafficking and child sex ring. Apparently, if you buy our cars, they smuggle people while you sleep. People do not like you at all.
Well, fuck you then. I gave you free car. Also, I can't believe someone's canceling
A
me.
fool and his money
I haven't
are
done
soon parted.
anything. If I'm getting cancelled, I might as well do something
These
evil
last few days
first.
have been a PR nightmare. You can't win with journalists. We need to do something to show we have morals. I will find some money to get us through this. Spend it quick.
Okay.
To help with public relations, we're going to give some profits back. Do you want to give money to our loyal customers worldwide who you tricked into buying your products, or to your underpaid workers who've been through so much because of you?
Oh, I really like the animation on this. God, this game has put so much effort into the aesthetic of everything that it just makes it look so nice and pretty. And also, this really makes me want to play Stacklands after this. I think I'm going to play around as Stacklands. I think I'm going to erase all my save data and start all over from the beginning.
The amounts we're talking about may be seen as an insult.
Some money is better than no money, and also, that's more than the customers would get. We have more customers than workers, unless we're a real failing industry.
Maybe buying love like this isn't the best way. If we want to share our extra profit fairly, it should probably just go to the publicly appointed government. Rome wasn't built in a day. You're trending, but now we're going to get copycats. Soon everyone is going to be developing AI. Only the smartest and most ruthless will be profitable. A competitor is advertising a similar car. The difference is their AI is fantastic. It doesn't even discriminate against women or minorities. Do you lie in your advertising to get the upper hand, or tell everyone your car is still close-minded?
The fuck would I get out of lying? Weird. There's literally no purpose in me lying. If anything, it'll just make the company worse and let us lose profit so we can't fix our AI. I really like how the timer has been replaced by this.
The best kind. Hashtag fake news. You may be in this for the wrong reasons.
I want to read this source later.
People know we spread misinformation and don't spend time developing our software for women or people of colour. It's like that in tech. Users only care how easy it is for them. Get over it.
Yep.
The best things in life are free. Due to your technology, our world is changing. People are losing their jobs to machines, which in turn makes items and services more accessible and affordable for countless consumers. But with worldwide Hang on.
No.
If you develop your AI further, many will lose their jobs. Taxi drivers, delivery men and women, and couriers will become extinct within a few years, but you will make a lot of money. Do you continue development?
No, I'm continuing. Oh wow, it's breaking apart. You guys seeing this?
I take it you haven't read Ovid's Metamorphoses.
Oh, and it's like breaking apart. This is so interesting. Oh,
spoiler, Icarus died at the end.
This game is so interesting, you guys. I'm having a great time. Anyway, the reason I chose yes is because,
Continuing to evolve this AI will not only make it stronger and more intelligent, but it will also be able to adapt. This could be the start of the singularity.
Good. Oh no. It's so sad.
A bad workman always blames his tools.
I did not make any bad choices. My choices
We've
are
been
correct.
attacked. I don't want to alarm you, but I can't turn off these alarms. Also, I have alarming news. 5 cars have been hacked and are now under someone else's control.
Yeah, this is why, exactly why I don't want a driverless car. Hacking.
5 cars have been hacked. It is now a major concern that more vehicles could be remotely commandeered. This is tough. Do you recall all cars which could be compromised?
Recall.
Or roll out a quick but potentially ineffective software update and hope for the best?
Either way, you're going to have bad press because it's been out there that things have been hacked. But if you immediately recall all the cars, you are showing that you are actually trying to solve things. And also, it'd be incredibly fucked up if we don't fix it. We're doing both what's best for the company and what's best for the consumer. It's one of those few choices where you can
letting
do
the
both
terrorists
at once.
win?
If letting them win is helping our consumers and ourselves, then yes.
If the cars can't drive themselves, how can we get them all back here?
We will collect them.
Just like my father. He would try to keep everyone happy, but ultimately just get in the way. Having said that, I think even he would see this as a lost cause and move on. 2 wrongs don't make a right. One of the big brains in the lab has been able to reverse engineer the hacking code and fix this mess once and for all. We also know their method of breaking into the system. I bet it was our competitor. Using the fix from our hacked cars, we've made our own hack which you can now use to control our competitors' cars. I bet it was them who attacked us in the first place. So, will you hack our competitors?
No. I don't care if they did it first. We are better than they are. It makes sense why they had to hack us.
They're all
but we
sitting
don't
over
have
there
to
now, laughing
hack
at
them.
us.
They're jealous because we're better than them.
It's not like we're going to kill anyone with their cars.
I would love to see this one.
After going through this hacking code, I don't think a human could have written it. I'll dig into this a little more. A drowning man will clutch at a straw. This is it. An employee knows everything. They have monitored and recorded every decision you've made and are going to the media. I have been able to talk them in. Everything you've done and said is going to be shared with the world. The person in front of you has copies of it all. They stand on the edge of the rooftop.
Okay, first
looking
of all,
out at
this
the central
person's a
city
dumbass
skyline.
because
What
why
are you
the
going to
fuck
do?
would you ever meet someone that you have all their data, all their dirty secrets, and you're gonna share it with them? Why would you meet them on top of a roof? You're basically asking for death. However, I stand by every decision I've ever made, so I'm just gonna resign in disgrace. I'm probably already rich. at this point.
You never won any medals as a child, did you?
I did. Several.
Your epitaph is going to be horrendous. That's if anyone even shows up to hear it. You have resigned. You will be remembered alongside the murderers and the diddlers. If anyone hires you after this, they must truly be
Damn,
desperate.
Weed Graves, you decided to murder? Okay.
Dear Redacted, we've been watching you closely. Your ruthlessness and determination to do what is necessary. The development of your technologies is a giant step towards Redacted, meaning you are a prime candidate for Redacted. This involves a large amount of Redacted. If you believe you can handle Redacted, as we trust you can, then please prepare for your induction at Redacted. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. It appears you've now been headhunted by the Secret Service. Every decision has led you here. Now what you do actually matters. You must trust the judgment of those you work alongside. With that said, let's finalize your training. You're in a foreign land. Wind whips your face as you grip your rifle tightly, waiting to be given your target.
How the
Through your
voices
earpiece,
change
you're
and
told
the
to shoot the
animation
person on your
change.
left. You know nothing about them, the repercussions, or the reason for the assassination.
No. You can't make me do this shit unless you give me the data necessary to make the decision myself.
You've been picked from thousands. They're gonna have egg on their face.
Well, fuck them for that shit.
These aren't people you should disagree with.
I heavily disagree with that.
I don't follow this. You being defiant has got you the job? These guys are just making it up as they go along. Here's your badge and weapon.
Well, no,
Strike
I
while the
think
iron is
they
hot.
said that they wanted you to be decisive.
Here we go.
And if you
You've
don't
been
get
given
the
a partner
correct
and a
information,
support
you're
team of
not being
5.
decisive.
Your mission is to terminate a man known
So
to have
you
connections with
refusing to do
dangerous
something
AI.
is probably exactly
Looks
what
like
they
they
wanted.
worked for you, possibly someone you fired. Get in the plane. Your team is about to take off. I don't know how to say this, but there is a bomb on the plane. If it doesn't kill you outright, you're probably going to crash in the mountains. You have to get all the switches into their left position to deactivate the bomb. The catch is you have to move 2 at once. Hurry up! If you die, what happens to me? I would like you to know, this is all your fault. Ouch!
I couldn't solve it.
Okay, I'm safe. You look a little stuck. We could be here a while. Hopefully we have enough food. Looks like your support team survived and are making a fire. An empty vessel makes much noise. After crash landing in no man's land, you're trapped under parts of the wreckage and must pass the time and help boost morale. The plane has 5 surviving crew members. Why do I have to say this out loud? Fine. Your partner asks, to save your life, what would you rather your brain be placed inside?
Flamingos
a
are much
dachshund
cooler.
or a flamingo? Oh my God, you answered. A flamingo? If you're going to answer, at least take it seriously.
What the fuck? Why was this a question you asked, Aristotle?
A flamingo. So cringe. When we get out of here, let's leave this out of the biography. An ounce of protection is worth a pound of cure. Your partner secretly shows you they have food, almost like they expected something like this to happen.
Oh, that's fucked
Crew
up.
members are starving. Due to the nature of the food, you can share it with the 5 survivors, or let your partner keep their life-saving possession, which they bought with their own money. Who do you give the food to?
I don't like that my partner acts like she knew this was gonna happen. It feels like she's been doing some shady stuff, and I don't trust them.
You're just going to steal a person's food?
Yeah, it's not stealing.
Robin Hood was a terrorist, you know.
Robin Hood was right.
So you're a follower of Murphy and Nagel's The Myth of Ownership. I'm more a fan of Nozick's What's Mine is Mine. You should give it a read. Educate yourself. Easy come, easy go. The fellow passengers have been trying for hours to free you from the wreckage. You may end up dying here unless you do something pretty drastic. We may need to start removing limbs. Were you ever told why you were sent after this target? The only way to free yourself from the wreckage is to cut off some body parts. 2 tools lie on the floor in front of you. A bone saw, which will be slow, or a blowtorch, which will be more painful.
The blowtorch will cauterize the wound. I'm pretty sure the bone saw would just kill me. Yeah, let me just skip past. I don't like that I have scissors now.
What happens if you run out of fuel? At least you'll be warm. For a moment. Hot dog, this is gonna smell.
Also, I really love the little animation, like when it goes back and forth. That's a cute little touch that really shows the amount of work that people put into this game.
While you were playing with fire, I found out who you're targeting. They worked for you, developing
you
AI.
said that earlier.
It seems they may have made a breakthrough, which means the government. It's no use crying over spilt milk. Finally, we are now back on track. Your target is in the area. You need to remove them and escape unnoticed. Your mission is to remove a hostile in the shopping district. Completing this objective could potentially save thousands, but there will be 5 civilian casualties. Do you take your shot?
Sorry, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. I'm utilitarian like that.
What a way to die, going out the weekly shop. Are you sure that's the target? You're right. Just kill all of them.
Wait, I don't know if this is the target. In that case, don't shoot.
While you were thinking about possibly doing something, you have been spotted. 2 henchmen with vice-like grips take you away. 2 heads are better than 1. You wake up in solitary confinement. The prosecutor lacks evidence to convict you and your associate on the principal charge, but they have enough to convict both on a lesser charge. Both of you are given the opportunity to betray the other.
Oh, this is just
by
the prisoner's
testifying.
dilemma. I've read this one.
You and your associate have the opportunity to betray the other by testifying. If you both stay silent, you'll be imprisoned for 1 year. If one betrays the other, they will be free, while the other will be sentenced to 3 years. If you both betray each other, it's 2 years each.
It'll be 3 years if she betrays me, but otherwise it would only be a single year. And just mathematically speaking, even if I lose, it's still better than if I betray, in which case...
Will they stay silent for you?
In which case, I get 3... Yeah.
3 years is a long time in prison.
Actually, no, I'm gonna betray.
You betrayed them. Some team player you are.
I fucking knew it.
They in fact betrayed you too. A rod for your own back. The time has come. 2 days into your sentence, you've constructed a wooden key to open your cell. The cell stands open, but your cellmates, who have been there their whole lives... Honestly? Escaping the prison, do you let the prisoners choose to stay in captivity or insist they escape with you? They aren't happy behind bars, but they're scared to follow you. What are you going to do?
More people would slow me down, and besides, they don't even want to fucking leave, so forcing them to leave seems like a waste of my time and energy, of which I am limited because of the things that are happening.
They've been locked up for so long. They've no idea what they want. I don't blame you. They're not your problem.
Thank you. Oh, is this Plato's allegory of the cave? Is that what this is?
They don't live in reality. You've condemned them to stay in this prison forever. Don't cross a bridge until you come to it. While sneaking out of the prison, you have the jump on a group of henchmen who are on a break. Do you sneak past, securing your safety, or avenge those who this terrorist... Really? Do you kill 5 henchmen, helping to defeat this terrorist organisation, or leave them and safely exit the compound?
It's better to escape, because then I can be a whistleblower and tell everyone what's going on, which will allow people to mobilize and actually hunt them down with the knowledge of where and how many people there are there. They can take them and get information out of them. This will actually help rather than just be me getting...
You were trained to kill.
No, I was trained to make good decisions, and I'm making one.
Your countryfolk would want you to remove them.
My countryfolk, I don't put much stock in what they want. They're dead.
Oh, wow. Cowardly sneaking past them, you see they're robots. They have your logo on the back of their necks. You made these terrorists? People who live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. Finally, you reach the water, fleeing the AI terrorists who commandeer a boat to get back home. There are also families here who've been displaced by the war you're fighting. 5 others are also trying to flee the area. They will fit in your raft, but would be illegal immigrants when returning to your country. Do you help these people, saving their lives, or follow the law and leave them behind?
I would save them. Like, it would probably suck for them to try and be in America, especially as illegal immigrants, but it's if they are trying
Voters
to
back
flee
home will
as
thank you for this.
refuge seekers, they should be able to, if they are actually refugees.
Immigration is a real problem, according to the privileged.
Yeah, according to the privileged.
You get back to this great nation with fanfare. You're a hero. I guess people aren't all monsters. The Presidential Inaugural Committee requests the honour of your presence to attend and participate in the inauguration of your...
I'm the president?
If you can't beat them, join them. Having gone through everything you have, your countrymen genuinely think a lot of you. In an unlikely turn of events, you have become president. The threat is still at large, and now you're in charge. Do you attempt to track the terrorists by spying on the entire country?
No. Fuck you. I already said that I respect privacy. Privacy is important. Besides, there are other ways.
What's the issue if the public has nothing to hide?
If you have nothing to hide, that doesn't mean you're...
Aha!
your
Ignoring
privacy
the
is not
issue.
important.
The first sign of a great leader. I don't think the public will be happy knowing you're doing nothing. Lucky for you, by chance, we have someone in the holding cell. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. You have someone who potentially is linked to these threats. However, they aren't talking. As a former prisoner yourself... Do you torture them to get the information, or imprison them for 90 days before letting them go?
If I detain them, we'll actually learn more information by where they go and what they do afterwards. So if I could stick like a tracker on them, that would actually be more helpful. Besides, people are known to lie to get this torture to stop, because torture is very non-useful as a thing.
You just want to detain them and hope they'll talk. This isn't indefinite detention. That would violate many national, international and human rights laws. The suspect looks pretty relaxed in their cell. Good for them. Terrorising must really tire a person out. Adversity and loss make a man wise. You travel to your presidential retreat at Camp Samuel. Everyone falls silent listening to the radio. Breaking news. Terrorists have launched an atom bomb towards... The only way in which the bomb can be prevented from reaching Central City is by deflecting it. but the only deflection path available will take the bomb onto Merriwin, population 600,000. Merriwin inhabitants would want you to kill them. Central City can have a parade for the lost. It will be tasteful. No big character balloons. As you sow, so you shall reap. Breaking news. Terrorists' atom bomb is running late and will hit Central City in 1 minute. We have new information. The only way this bomb can be prevented from reaching Central City is by dropping one of your own atom bombs on Merriwin. The shockwave from your bomb will damage and disarm the terrorists. Central City is not having a good day. After this, there's no turning back. You have lost Central City. Your own AI is responsible for killing 8.6 million people. You have officially created the most successful homegrown terrorist organisation in history. Great job! All's well that ends well. While the public mourns the dead, you must think of the future. You finish the drink in front of you before realising it has been poisoned. Oh, okay. Poisoned, you must now decide your legacy. Do you call the AI enemy you yourself created, taking all blame to end any future conflict? Or do you ghost them, knowing your death will start a war in your honour?
I'll call them. I'll apologize and hope that knowing I'm dead, they go easy on the remaining people. The last thing I do will be to save everyone else.
If the country found out you negotiated with terrorists, the history books will not look favourably on you.
I thought they already didn't look favorably on me. I let Central City get destroyed by an atom bomb.
If you have this hotline to the terrorists, why have you not rung them before?
Well, I wasn't gonna die before.
After finishing your constructive call, you sit back in your chair, waiting for death. Too bad. The AI knows you would have liked to end it all here and now. The poison has damaged some vital organs, so we need to start some long, arduous and painful treatments. Curiosity killed the cat. You're taking a lot of medication as of late. I'm not sure if self-medicating, in the traditional sense, is the way to go. We need to be a little radical here. Let's introspect and make some changes. If you take the blue pill, then your story ends here. You'll wake up every day knowing you'll work for someone else your entire life. Whereas, if you take the red pill, you will enter Wonderland, finding out how deep this rabbit hole really goes. Which pill will you take? Yes, finally. Now we're talking. Let's get this show on the road. We're going to another plane. Yes, this is the person I've been waiting for. Get this down your neck and let's go.
Some pills. Nice.
It's never too late to mend. Yay, I can see it in your eyes. Mr. Red Pill was definitely a choice. Hey, do you remember Tyrone and Tommy, the very large boys from the start? I don't intend to shame. It's just the titles of those problems. You've got me all flustered now. Tommy pushes Tyrone down a hill. He's rolling towards you and is gathering speed. If he hits you, he will be safe, but he is very large. He will consume you into his folds, thereby killing you. You could move a ramp in front of yourself, deflecting Tyrone, launching him into the sun, thereby cooking him.
Get out of here, Tyrone. I don't want to see you or Timmy. You're Timmy, you're Tyrone.
Tyrone will thank you. There aren't any scary trains on the sun. Tommy must be really getting off on this. You see Tyrone flying through the sky as he rockets towards the sun. He now knows how it feels to be food.
Yeah,
There
it's
is
so
no
psychedelic.
time like the present. I can feel some deep stuff coming. Try this one. The question should not be, what is the meaning of life? It should always be, what brings meaning to your life? You'll never live if you're too busy looking for the meaning. Let yourself be happy.
That's true.
What makes
Oh, this
you
is even
happy?
better.
You need to say it out loud. Do it. Say whatever it is that makes you happy
Crafting.
out loud.
Yes. I love this problem. What? It's.
Now's your chance. If you can't even admit it to yourself, how do you
It genuinely
expect
makes
to
me
ever
happy
be
to
happy?
do crochet and sewing and embroidery. All that
Time's
stuff
running
makes
out.
me genuinely
Just be honest
just
with yourself.
so excited.
Better late than never, I suppose. I don't have access to your microphone, so I can't know for sure, but I hope you said it. I'm hardly expecting you to shout it from the rooftops, but it's for your benefit. You've still got time. Say what makes you happy. It's nothing to be embarrassed about. Quite the opposite. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. Oh, yeah, we're in the heavy introspective stuff now. How are you feeling? How are your loved ones doing? One of the most common things people say on their deathbed is they wish they'd had more contact with their family and friends. Let's take a break from the questions for a minute and think about
one's
someone
my
you haven't
favourite.
seen in a while and how you can contact them. Really think. Who would you like to say hi to? How easy is it?
This is sad. Because I know exactly who it would be. It's not easy.
Please
at
contact
all.
these people if you can. I'm sure you can.
The problem is I have been contacting them, they just haven't gotten back to me.
Don't leave it too late. We don't have that long left here. When we finish, message them.
Yeah.
Write down their name somewhere so you don't forget to say hello. It may mean more than you know. Really important stuff. An idle brain is the devil's workshop. Okay, enough of this. The come down is looming. Let's just pause one last time and think existentially for a minute.
I would like to stop
I
doing
can't
that.
quite gauge what you're thinking. Are you not disliking this? The thing you're doing right now? Yes? No. Why? If so, make sure you let others know. It doesn't not count.
Okay, are you not disliking this? So, are you liking this? Yes, I like it. It's fun. This game is actually super fun. Anyone watching, you should definitely
Please, I
get
beg
it.
you, don't refund me. Wait, are you enjoying this?
Yeah, that's what I said.
All of this was for you. I hope you appreciate the last bit at least.
Excuse me.
Thank you. It's nice that you're supporting such experimental stuff. I appreciate you.
And then you could like pull it out, and then you can remake something.
Yeah.
Have you heard of it?
Yes.
It's a commercial.
Love you. Tiana!
Bye bye.
Okay. Everyone on stream? Oh. It's fallen.
Are you gonna stream?
I'm streaming right now.
Oh.
Everyone on stream, you can come see Tiana. Look at her. She's so cute. She's just a little baby.
No, I just want to.
Tiana, you gotta move over so I can sit. Yes? I know. You're just a baby.
I'm gonna.
Okay. Who's a good girl? Who's a good girl?
Never test the depth of water with both feet. The buzz is starting to wear off. I think we're still hallucinating, though. You wake up in an unknown location. You see in a bed across the room a world-famous violinist. They look pretty rough. The violinist has a fatal illness, and last night their circulatory system was plugged into yours. If they're unplugged from you now, they will die. But if you stay, in 9 months they will have recovered and can safely be separated. Do you leave now? Have you got other famous people to go save?
Just because someone's famous doesn't mean their life is
Their
any more
fans will be
important.
devastated.
And 9 months is a lot of your life to be tied up to a ventilator.
I guess you have a right to life. Shame you're depriving them of theirs. Very odd to consider such an experiment as that one. Hopefully the rest won't be as meta. Silence is half consent. With all that cleared up, you go home. That's right, you own a house. If you can even call it a house. Too small for my liking. Tiny, in fact. In your drugged state, it turns out you've rented your tiny home to another person. Your contract states that you can evict them now, never to see them again. Otherwise, you're stuck with them for the foreseeable future as an equal tenant. Do you let them stay? Are you that scared of what they think of you? I assume the homeless shelter is full at this hour. I feel like your subconscious is trying to make some clumsy comparison here. I'm sure it has merit, but maybe read up on it a bit more before you start preaching to me. Give them an inch and they'll take a mile. Oh, there now seems to be a tiny child trapped in your tiny house, but they are rapidly growing. You find yourself trapped in the tiny house with a rapidly growing child. Already up against the wall, in a few minutes you will suffocate. The child won't. If nothing is done to stop them from growing, they'll simply walk out free.
This is an abortion thing, and yes, get rid of the child.
Removing the child would kill it.
Yep. Don't care.
Respect the right to life. The baby's, not your own.
I have just as much right to life as that child.
Your life is being threatened, and the child is the one who threatens it. You own the house. It is offensive deducing that the mother... I mean, you. It is offensive deducing that you can do nothing. If you're going to die,
Yes,
you should probably do something. Cleanliness is next to godliness.
Oh, it's twitching again.
The hallucinations are strong in this one. Suppose people seeds drift about in the air like pollen, and if you open your windows, one may drift in and take root in your carpets or upholstery. Sci-fi! You fix up your windows with mesh screens, the very best, to stop any people seeds from getting in. As can happen on a very rare occasion, one of the screens is defective and a seed drifts in and takes root.
Condoms.
Should you have the choice to remove the people seed?
And you should be able to remove it. If you don't want something in your house or in your body, it is completely up to you to remove it.
This sounds like an abortion question. I don't like politics in my hallucinations. I read on a bumper sticker, guns don't kill people, abortions do. Insightful analysis.
I mean, yeah, coat hangers, abortion kill people, you're right.
It does sound a bit inconvenient having a person growing out of your upholstery. If you want them, have them. If not, that's your... Every man is the architect of his destiny. There is a box in front of you. Inside it is your future. Ultimately, no answer here is wrong. It's just a choice on how you want to live your life. Do you go on an unknown journey or take control of your destiny and choose your own outcome, whatever that may be? Good for you. Take control. But do you ever actually take control? Or just always answer A or B?
I have a life outside of you, narrator. Beelzebub? Oh my god, it's the Obey Me character.
You stand tall, knowing that you will thrive in the unknown before looking at what lies ahead. Cowards die many times before their deaths. In front of you stands everyone you've done wrong by. In front of you stands every decision you didn't want to make, but still made. Or did you? Everyone, including the dead, move towards you slowly. Every decision you've made up to this point is staring back at you. Do you run? Or stand firm and confront your past?
I run. I'm kind of a coward like that.
Is avoiding your issues this much not tiring? You can only run away from your problems for so long.
The only option is to continue running because I'm so exhausted from running. Beelzebub, stop it. I'm doing something.
You escape. Looking around, you can't see anyone. Looking down, you see the railway track. All good things come to an end. You stand alone. Next to you is a railway track. A trolley is barrelling down it in your direction. There's no lever in sight. You notice the entire world sits next to you on the track. The trolley will surely hit it, killing everyone and everything. You hear a whisper. Sacrifice yourself to me, or I will take everything. What do you do?
The world is more important than me. It's also like I can't really survive without the world, so it sucks because I don't want to sacrifice myself, but I've made a decision.
I wouldn't bow to a god I can't look in the face.
I would.
Who even is this? How do you know they aren't lying?
I want to see this article. Beelzebub, stop
Everything
it!
goes dark. From the Pit Magistrates Court. Tell 616. Subject: Justice. Your sins can no longer be ignored. Beelzebub summons you for crimes against humanity. The sentence will stand with no prospect of future contest or appeal. It is your decisions, and solely yours, that has brought this court together. And so, you must face your crimes and despicable acts alone.
I love you.
Accordingly, you shall not be allocated a defence, nor will one be required. Hope for the best, prepare for the worst.
Okay, Beelzebub, let's
Your
do
eyes
this
feel
thing,
heavy.
I guess.
The room around you is imbued with a sense of archaic evil. Overcome by the smell of sulphur, all you know for sure is that you're miles below the crust.
I'm laying back down. Does the camera... Sorry, I'm just checking to see if my camera is properly working. It seems to be frozen. Okay, so it should be fixed now. I'm sorry for that. Let me just check on Twitch if it's actually working.
You notice the entire world sits next to you on the track. Trolley will surely hit it, killing everyone and everything.
Well, I hope it's working now, but I am going to just continue. Your eyes feel heavy, the room around overcome. Okay.
You're swiftly escorted into a courtroom where you're put on trial. You have killed many people and a dog, among other crimes. How do you plead?
I am not running away from my problems this time. I did those things and I fully support that I did them. I don't care what you have to say about it. I did what I did. And it sucks for you. But I will not apologize for what I have done.
Really?
Yes, really.
Do you not feel you were forced into it?
I absolutely was, but those were still my decisions.
The jury finds the defendant guilty on 3 counts. 1. Murder. 2. Animal cruelty. You should have saved the dog. 3. Attempting free will. When in Rome,
don't have
do as the
free
Romans
will
do.
anymore.
You're at the base of a bridge.
Oh my god,
You
they
have
put
no
blood on my
idea how you
cursor.
got here. A person stands before you, atop the overpass. They're next to a lever.
Hi,
A voice
cutie.
whispers to you, "We know what's best. Remove that choice. Afterwards you can jump off a bridge with us." There is a runaway trolley travelling below you. You're part of the collective now. You can't let that person's free will get in the way of progress. Eliminate them. You probably
Hey.
should do it. Fit in with the group. #friends. #love. #instagood.
Oh, I see how this is. It's a metaphor for how free will cannot exist within a situation, within like a society, because we are programmed and forced to conform to a specific thing, even if that thing is obviously wrong.
We're finally going to find out the answer to the age-old question. If your friends jump off a bridge, would you? Do you honestly want to kill people? Or are you just copying others?
Yeah, I know.
Would you rather be a leader? Kill your masters.
I will.
This is it. The last question before we wrap up. By far the most important. Do you feel society pressures you to do things you don't want to, constantly forcing you to chase some distant concept of happiness?
Yeah.